Bro, I see everybody giving they paranormal activity stories. So I'm gonna tell y'all mine, bro. And this story crazy, bro. Like to this day, like I tell some people this story, but I don't really tell a lot of people this story. But this very much is all facts, bro. Ain't a lot in this story, bro. I promise you, this shit is crazy. So let's get into it. Back in the days, you know what I'm saying? My brother got killed. You know what I'm saying? And during this time, you know what I'm saying? You know, my mom was going through some things, you know what I mean, back then due to, you know, her losing a son, you know, grief and drinking, whatever. And you know what I'm saying? And she didn't want to stay at our house. Now, my brother didn't get killed at our house, but he lived at our house. And I guess from him living there, but not being there, you know what I'm saying, made things harder for her to be there. You know what I'm saying? So we wasn't staying at our house. We was staying with a relative, you know what I'm saying, during that time. Even though we had a crib, but we wasn't staying there. We was staying at our relative house. So this house, it was already a different, like the house, it was an older house. You know what I'm saying? And what was weird about the house is the house had a underground tunnel in the motherfucker that connected to the garage to the house. And I never seen no shit like that. But it was an older house, you know, back in the days, you know what I'm saying, in Milwaukee, they built some different type of, those houses was different. You know what I'm saying? This house had a tunnel from the garage to the motherfucking house. And it's like, damn, that's, what the fuck type shit is that? Like, is that some old Italian mob knocking people off in the basement? Was this house an old mortuary or something, bro? It was crazy. But anyway, let's get back into the story, though. So when we first started staying over there, it wasn't nothing happening that was weird at first. You know what I'm saying? At first, it was, everything was normal. But however, after my brother's funeral, we took these flowers that was at his funeral, we took them back to the house with us. Like the big flowers, it's a big thing of flowers. I don't know what to call it, bro. But at a funeral, bro, they got them flowers that somebody decorating. It's a big thing of them. And it's like a stand that the flowers on. We took that back with us. So we take it back with us and we place it in this room. And the room is connected to the kitchen. Now, let me explain how the inside of the house looked it. So we got, just imagine this back wall would be where the couch is sitting on in the living room, where I'm sitting at. You know what I'm saying? The kitchen is straight in front of me. It's a doorway. Boop, boop. And in the kitchen to the left is the room where the flowers is in. You know what I'm saying? And in the living room, you got the couch on the wall, you got the back wall, then you got the TV right there. And right next to the TV, you have the doorway. You know what I'm saying? To the kitchen. Now, it was one day late night. You know what I'm saying? After those flowers was put in that room. Now, let me tell you this, though. When those flowers was put in that room, you can go anywhere else in the house, and it was the normal temperature. But when you went in this room, the temperature dropped. You felt it. It was cold. It was colder in this room. It wasn't freezing, but it was definitely colder. Like, damn, why this room is not matching the rest of the crib? And I got an eerie feeling every time I went in that room and saw those flowers. I don't know what it was, but however this. Late night, mom's knocked out, everybody in the house sleep. I'm the only one up. I was a night owl, you know what I'm saying? And when I'm up, it's this lamp that's in the corner. This lamp is one of those lamps They got 3 lights on it. It's a light right here, light right there, light right there. And it got one of those twisting, clicking knobs on it where you can cut it off and cut it on. It's like click, click, off, click, click, on type lights. If you know, you know what I'm talking about. So I'm sitting late night in the living room. Everybody sleep. Mom's knocked out. She in the living room with me. I got the TV on. I'm a fucking scary ass nigga at night anyway, so I got the light on, the lamp on, and it's just me. Lamp on, TV on, mom's knocked out, rest of the house knocked out, me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm chilling. I'm watching. I don't know what I was watching, bro. I was watching something, and this thought just came over my head, like, bro, that light about to cut off. 5 minutes later, boom, the light cut off. Now, when stuff like that happen, you kind of question yourself, like, damn, did I just think that the light was gonna cut off? Or did I just think that I thought that the light was gonna cut off after it cut off? Because you like, damn, that light just really fucking cut off. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sitting there and I'm like, what the fuck? The light just really cut off. Oh shit. I'm scared to the motherfucker at that point. So I'm like, I'm really just like, okay, let's try to make sense of this shit. Maybe the light blew. Because if the light blew, that's cool. That's some normal shit. But if I go click this clicker on that light, click, click, and that motherfucker cut back on, that mean the light didn't cut off. It really didn't blow. That light really legitly fucking cut off. So I went over there to the lamp, click, click, the light cut the fuck back on. So I'm like, that motherfucking light just cut the fuck off. You know what I'm saying? Instantly, I'm thinking about waking moms up, but mom's all out of there. There's no use of that shit, bro. I'm really just like, damn. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to go wake my relatives up because they knocked out. You know what I'm saying? But I'm over in that bitch scared as a motherfucker. Ready to cause a scene. Like, nigga, yell and just wake everybody up in this bitch. But, you know what I'm saying? That happened. You know what I'm saying? And it just was like, okay. It was another thing that happened that kind of like put everything together to let me know I wasn't tripping, though. You know what I'm saying? So, like a week later, my guy came over there. You know what I'm saying? We chilling. You know what I'm saying? We young as a bitch. We on the couch. We chilling. But however, you remember I told you that the kitchen was connected to that room. And then you had the doorway. Now, this doorway, just imagine me sitting on the couch right there. I'm looking forward. You see the doorway. It's dark because all the lights off in the house. But you got the TV and the illumination light from the TV kind of bounce in there. So you can kind of a little bit see in the dark kitchen. You can kind of see, but not much at all. So we sitting on the couch one day. Then all of a sudden, I see a figure going back and forth from that kitchen to that room with the flowers in. So I'm seeing it already. I'm really just like, damn, I hope he see it so he'll fucking say something about it. So I know I ain't tripping. But I ain't gonna tell him that I'm seeing this shit because if I tell him, then you know what I'm saying? But if I know if he see this shit on his own, I'm not tripping. So we sitting, I'm still seeing it. I'm like, damn, okay. We ain't even watching the movie. The movie on, but I'm damn near, I'm not even watching movie. I'm looking over there like, dog, a couple minutes later, he like, hey, cuz, hey, can you, cuz, cut on that light. I keep seeing some shit fly past. I was like, okay, I know I ain't fucking tripping, bro. It's some shit that was flying back and forth. Crazy. And I have heard somebody else say some stories of some shit that was going on in that house as far as paranormal activity. But I wasn't there for that. But I know what I saw. Matter of fact, my relative actually was saying some shit that they saw happen over there, and that's their crib. But I know for sure that paranormal activity is real, and I think it might even travel through items. It might even like, I don't know how, but it's definitely real. And a lot of these people don't be lying, man. This world is not what we think it is for real. Like, this world is very much not what we think it is, bro. It's very much some type of paranormal activity, energy, and all these anomalies, these UFOs, lights, and we saying, like, bro, this is not what this some shit that's unexplainable, bro. And I think that the more that people are connected around the world and sharing videos and stuff, I think we are gonna be really close to seeing some unexplainable shit very soon, bro. Very, very soon on a worldwide scale. You know what I'm saying? Because it's very much real, bro. Yeah, that's my story, though. For real.